Hi, friends. So let's talk numbers for a minute here, fellers and fellads, with the gun stuff. Okay? So I did a little looking and researching on and did some mathemagitionals today to find some stuff out. And I looked at the counties, my county I live in and the surrounding counties. And the numbers are minuscule. We're talking gun registration, folks. PICA, Protect Illinois Community Act, or what I like to call the Protect Illinois Criminal Act. Because that's all it's doing is protecting the criminals, not law-abiding citizens. So what I looked at today, I looked at the statisticals, okay, and it's okay. So Winnebago County is the county I live in. There's 59,655 FOID cards. And if you don't know what the FOID is, it's the Firearm Owner Identification Card. It's the license that you are required to have in the state of Illinois to be in possession of ammunition, a firearm, a high-power pellet gun. What's a high-power pellet gun, Brad? I'm glad you asked. Any pellet gun that has a velocity over 700 feet per second in the state of Illinois is required to be treated as a real firearm. Background check. Tasers and stun guns also have to have a FOID card and a concealed carry license to be in possession of one of those as well in the state of Illinois. I'm surprised they haven't put pepper spray on that list, to be honest with you. Anywho's and way. Don't forget where. 59,655 FOID cards in Winnebago County. 724 people have completed an affidavit out of the 59,000. Now, mind you, we're going to go back to what we've been saying all along, right? Not everybody who has a FOID card has a weapon deemed as an assault weapon per the state of Illinois. So, keep in mind, we're going to say 59, we're going to round up to 60,000 FOID card holders in the state, in Winnebago County. There's 2.4 million in the state of Illinois. 60,000 just in my county. We're going to cut that number in half. We'll say 30,000 people own guns, actual guns. There's lots of people who have FOID cards that don't actually own a firearm. We'll just say half of that actually own a firearm, right? And let's say half of that, so we'll go to 15,000, right? 15,000 people have what Illinois is deemed an assault weapon. Hate that term. Such a political made-up term. But only 724 just in Winnebago County have filed an affidavit, have registered a firearm. I like it. If we go based off of that 59,655, it's just over 0.01% in this county of people at 724 people actually filling one out. The next closest county would be Boone County. There's 12,121 people who are in possession of a FOID card. 180 have filed an affidavit, have actually registered a weapon. The numbers are low. Now let's jump ahead. Let's jump to the highest amount of FOID card holders in the state of Illinois, and that is Cook County, or what I like to call Crook County. 731,229 FOID card holders in Crook County. Highest amount of FOID cards per county in Illinois. 6,364 people have actually registered out of 731. Minuscule, not even 1%, not even 0.01% of the 229,000 FOID card holders. Keep it in mind, of course, not everybody has a gun that has to be registered. Not everybody probably even has a gun that has a FOID card in Cook County. Next is DuPage, 150,173 FOID cards, and 2,535 people have actually filled out an affidavit and registered some type of firearm, ammunition, or accessory that is required to be registered by the state of Illinois. The list goes on. Stevenson County, 10,898 FOID card holders in Stevenson County. 104 people have registered something, whether it be 50 caliber BMG ammunition, an assault weapon attachment, or an assault weapon itself. Ogle County, 14,669, not even 0.01% is there as well. 142 people out of, we'll say, 15,000 have actually registered something. Now, total numbers in the state of Illinois from October 1st until January 16, 2 days ago, we have a total of 130,882 total affidavits being submitted. 80,153 of them being firearms, 50,107 being attachments or accessories, and 622 being that of 50 BMG ammunition. Quick math off the top of my head, 29,357 divided by 6, carry the 1, carry the 4, divided by 2, pi equals 3.14. We're going to say, because I didn't do the mathematicals on this one, I don't know why I skipped it, but we're going to say there's 36,000-ish people. That's the only number I don't have exact on, sorry. 36,000-ish people out of 2.4 million FOID card holders have actually registered an item. And that may push us up into like 1.3, 1.4% of the 2.4 million FOID card holders in Illinois. But keeping in mind, remember, not everybody owns a gun. Not everybody owns something that is required to be registered as an assault weapon accessory, 50 BMG ammo. When was the last time anybody ever heard of any crime being committed with a 50 BMG? I mean, and for just the shells, how many people, maybe not even gun guys, have a 50 BMG shell on their shelf just for display purposes, right? You could go to gun shows and buy them for like $6 a piece, a live 50 BMG, and you have to register that. Airsoft, we've been talking about that. Well, I haven't, because I'm just getting I'm just diving into this. But the other YouTubers and gun tubers on the YouTube land and then that are covering Illinois are talking about, and even the JCAR, Joint Committee on Administrative Rules for Illinois, even they have talked about airsoft attachments. You can go to our local Hobby Town USA and you can buy 249 saws, 240 Bravos in an airsoft form, battery operated, fully automatic, right? They're toys with an orange tip on them, but you can buy broomsticks, as we call them, or the forward grip. You can buy all different kinds of attachments. And how do you determine if that needs to be registered or not? Parents, you better go through your kids' toy box and look at their their assault airsoft guns and make sure you don't have an item you're in possession of that has to be registered per PICA, Protect Illinois Community Act, or as I like to call it, the Protect Illinois Criminal Act. And make sure you're going to be found in non-compliance. On a professional level, I can't condone people to break the law and not register their firearms. On a personal level, any registration of firearms is unconstitutional, plain and simple. I'm not going to tell people to break the law and not register their firearms, but I will say that any registration of firearms is unconstitutional, plain and simple. As well as also with the FOID card matter in Illinois, which has been fought in court numerous times. A right delayed is a right denied, and people have to wait to get a FOID card. If you move here from another state and you have firearms, I believe it's 90 days. I'll have to look on that. It's either 30 or 90 days that you have to apply for a FOID card before you can potentially get in trouble for having possession of a firearm or ammunition and not having a FOID card in the state of Illinois. And sometimes it takes 90 days, 120 days. During COVID, it was horrible. People were waiting a year for renewals. Some people renewed during COVID and never even got their new FOID card. They had to re-renew, if that makes any sense. Concealed carry license, the same thing. We're required to conduct a 16-hour class if you have no prior military or law enforcement background. If you do, you get an 8-hour credit. Our renewal is 3 hours in the state of Illinois, and the fee is atrocious. It's $150 for our concealed carry license in Illinois. It's just, if anybody's thinking about moving here, don't. That's all I can say. I hate to say that because there are some really beautiful places in this area, in northern Illinois, southern Illinois, central Illinois. But if you're a gun guy, stay away from Illinois. I mean, it is bad now. You can still buy an AR-15 in California. You cannot in Illinois. And I will say Illinois is now probably the worst state to live in when it comes to firearms. Plain and simple. We're coming up on 10 minutes. I'm going to cut this video off. I don't want to go over 10 talking about this stuff. If you guys got any questions, holler at me. I run a gun shop in Northern Illinois, Flashpoint Firearms, shameless plug. Look us up on the Facebooks, the Face Space. Look us up. If you guys got any questions, holler at us. Shoot us a message on Facebook. You got something you want to talk about? Hit me up, drop it down in the comments below. We'll talk about it. I'm open to this. I do this every day. I wanted to try to keep this off of my YouTube page, but you know what? Full send. Cut fenders for full senders. Let's do it. I'm over it. I'm tired of this nonsense in Illinois. That's why I'm moving. But let's do this. Let's get the back and forths going. You drop it down in the comments. You guys want to talk about something specific? You guys got questions about Illinois law? Ask a guy. I'm not a lawyer, but I deal with this stuff every single day. I research it every day. I read every day. I watch the other gun tubers that are lawyers every day. I eat, breathe, live, bleed, sweat, poop, pee gun knowledge and the gun laws in Illinois, plain and simple. And I'm happy to do it because knowledge is power. And in this state, if you get behind the 8 ball on gun laws and you're a gun guy or a gun owner, you'll get caught, break the law, and you don't even know you're breaking it. You know what they say, ignorance is no excuse for the law. You should know everything about the law if you're going to be in that, playing with things. So anywho, like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, I appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next one.